day 333. It's raining. It's raining at the port. It's supposed to be raining for the next hour. Hopefully, once it stops raining, we'll start loading wagons. We'll start arriving here and we can fill the shed. It'd have been nice if it was just the odd patch of rain every few hours just to slow them down, rather than big belt of rain going over and then dry for the rest of the day, because we'll get bombed out because all the wagons are going to be sat there waiting, and they can load the wagons in about 2 minutes, and that means they'll all arrive here within about 2 minutes of each other, so it's a bit of a pain. But we'll keep going, get it all finished, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll do something a bit more interesting. Oh yeah, loads of people were saying, why have you got so many sugar beet pellets? Well, you should have watched to the end of the video, shouldn't you? You'd have found out. Just in the shed now, there's a few people saying, why don't you fill the corners first? Well, because if we fill the corners, we've got nowhere for the telehands to park out the way when the wagons come in and they end up stuck outside. And also when we're using the pusher, we need about sort of 40 foot to be able to back up and then go forwards again. Someone said, why have a conveyor in the roof? Well, yeah, we could. It's about 30 grand for a handling system. And being as how we only fill the shed normally once a year with oilseed rape, it doesn't justify the cost. A telehandler might cost twice as much, but works every single day. So a long telehandler, if you look at 10 metres, not 7s, gives us the extra reach, coupled with the pusher. Someone else said, why don't you use a loading shovel? Well, the loading shovel doesn't have the capacity of the bucket of the Merlo unless you've got another one. Then all it can do really is just stuff in the yard. It can't go on the road. It can't go, well, it can go on the road, I suppose. Can't go in the field. The telehandler can obviously shut. When the boom comes in, it's really small. A big loading shovel's big all the time. There's loads of different things. So it's all the time. It's just a balance about what we buy and compared to how hard it can work for us. And the telehandlers can work really hard. And other people are like, why haven't you got a JCB? Why haven't you got a Manitou? Well, we've tried them all, and none of them can perform like a Merlo can. So it's very compact when it's folded in, the boom's retracted, but it's also very long when it's out, and it's got a lot of weight in the back end. The JCB equivalent of it is very nose heavy when you boom out, so they basically use the same chassis on a 7 metre machine as a 10 metre machine, and the 7 metre boom is heavy, so when you boom out they tip up even with no bucket on. So we didn't like that. We've tried Kramer's, very good but too big and wide, so it's just the best all round at the moment. Class have actually brought one out similar to it, but we've not tried it yet, but that's supposed to be a rival to the Merlo for its frame size and reach and lift capacity, so maybe we'll try that one day and see. But we do like the Merlos. It's just they are prone to oil leaks and stupid little niggles all the time, and it's probably because they're constantly developing. Every few years there's changes, there's a new model, there's this, that and the other, and they often get them out a bit too soon and we end up doing the R&D for them, I'd say. Just taking the old chipper for a walk. Someone's coming to learn how to drive it today. Just bought it off me. So it is come off, it's flat, we don't want to damage it, so we lifted it right up, so it's just on the back axle. I'll keep filming in case he knocks the motor off. Shed roof's arrived. Be gentle, Adam. It's expensive. Actually, the gutters cost more than the roof. Got to mention this. I said to Adam, I said, put them roofing sheets straight on the trailer so that there's less handling and we don't damage them. And he went, but the trailer's outside, it's not on the cover. I was like, it's a roof. It's supposed to live outside. It's going to live outside for the next 40 years. What happens to the pellets when they expand? You can see the flakes of sugar beet in them. Just a few spilt on the yard, so I'm just rushing up as well because the wood chips everywhere. Some bad parking that, Christine. I'm in the motorhome moving it around the yard, and I'm so tempted to just keep driving and go on holiday. Just on the computer now, checking the temperatures of the crop sensors in the crop, the oilseed rape store at the moment, and then we've got some new ones now to go into the other store. All seems okay. Guys have been this morning learning how to use our old chipper because they're bought in, they're going to use it. Rich is just putting a bit through now. No AdBlue faults today, luckily. It seems to be going okay. A couple more loads of the stuff coming into the shed, and some oilseed rape going out on T&J for open field. So Sam's just bringing it out of this shed here somewhere. Emptying one corner of it so we've got a bit more breathing space. I can hear him, can't see him. There he is. So if we didn't take some the other week, get rid of some of it, so we'd have to move it all. A few people are asking about AdBlue and how it works. Basically, you've got an engine here, turbocharger, exhaust comes out through the turbocharger, makes it spin, pushes more air into the engine, and the exhaust comes out, it goes through here, which is what's called a DPF, diesel particulate filter. This basically takes out little bits of soot and different things like that. Then the exhaust gases carry on round. It doses AdBlue in, which is basically water with urea mixed into it, which is a chemical that we use as a fertiliser. Or it's basically, I think pig wee has a lot of urea in it. It injects it in, then it goes through an SCR, which is I don't know what it stands for, but I'll look for it now. And it mixes that urea with the exhaust gases, and then there's a chemical reaction that takes place. So then what you get out the exhaust then should be a lot cleaner air, and the NOx levels have been reduced, which is what are dangerous levels of pollution, if you will, is NOx. So that it gets rid of them, but sometimes they don't work quite that efficiently, and you get a bit of urea coming out the exhaust, which is basically pure ammonia, and that's what's rising in the atmosphere at the moment, although NOx levels are falling. SCR stands for selective catalytic reduction. So you've got an SCR filter and a DPF filter, diesel particulate filter, and selective catalytic reduction filters. So that's a modern engine. The engine's only actually that big. It's all the rubbish. The emissions based stuff on the engines is nearly bigger than the main engine itself. Years ago, engines used to give out black smoke, which they said gave people asthma. Well, now they give out smaller particles, which apparently give you cancer instead of asthma. So that's good for one thing, it's not good for another. Definitely easier tipping in daylight. Someone that watches the videos in the cab. Missing the roof. Textbook. Right. Rich is just finished chipping. There's no pile there. This guy's just turned up going, I've got a flat log I can make a bird table out of, have you? I was like, she's come about 2 hours ago before we chipped them all. So Rich just gone looking in the hedge to see if any's rolled off the pile that he can use. This is the pond that we were draining into the other pond. It's actually back to pond now, all the water's gone off the field. You can see that drain we put in, that was under the water level the other day. And yeah, just dropped it, I don't know, a couple of feet at least. And we can still get it a bit deeper when we bring the digger up. Now the water's gone, we can get that buried a bit better. I put a picture on anyway what it looked like the other day. We still could have got another foot of fall as well, because that pipe's a foot higher than this one's outlet. There we go, that's the one over there now. How to hot wire a cherry picker. It's not engaging. The problem is you kind of need someone to rev it at the same time once it starts, don't we? Cherry picker wouldn't start, something wrong with the electric, so we just sort of hot wired it to get it running, get the low loader now, take it back to the yard, put my flags up then. Adam's all excited, he's going to pick his new tractor up. Hopefully he's going to surprise me and come back with a Fendt. Cherry picker's back, something electrical wrong with it, so it wasn't starting. I'm not going to get a chance to put the flags up this afternoon now, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Is Danny going past with your stone trailer on? Oh, you missed him. He's been draining up the road. There's a slight mishap bringing it back. It got stuck turning around the gateway, but that's the video for another day. Pretty much the last wagon's tipped. I think there's a little bit, tiny bit left maybe to come in, but it's not a full load. The shed, it's got loads of room left in it. Andrew's just moving a bit outward with the tip bay into the shed, but looks all right. Fitted in nice. If I stand here, I've got antlers. I did a time lapse of a sugar beet pellet growing, and it looks quite good, but it's too long to fit in today's video, so I'll show you tomorrow. That's about all for today. Yesterday's quiz question, loads of people actually got it right. It was a hydraulic brake coupling. I think it's just a UK thing though that we have them. Most of our trailers are on air brakes now so that we can go faster and they're more legal. Does anyone know what this is? It's got a pressure gauge on the top, some handles and a spike on the other end, and then little increments, you can see. Anyway, have a go, put it in the comments if you know, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Actually, one last thing, up to 7,000 subscribers now, so if you're watching and you've not subscribed, click subscribe. When we get to 10,000, you'll be the special few that were here first when it all started. So maybe we'll do some sort of competition or something. So anyway, thanks for watching. Click like, have a go with the quiz. Any comments, leave them there, and definitely see you tomorrow.